So, what's going on, everybody, man? All my people, peace and blessings. Good afternoon. This your boy Jay Taylor, one half of Voices for the Voiceless. Shout out to my sister Mika, um, Matt Work, and it's crazy. I just want to get straight to it. Peace and blessings, to everybody. Hope this video reaches you in good spirits. But I don't think, as the title says, I don't think most people realize how bad this economy really is. Because we still got, food in our refrigerator. It's a little tight. We still got air conditioners in our homes. We still have, the amenities that, we've always had. It just seemed like now, things are a little tight. But like I said, I'm at work right now, and I just want you to ponder this. I just trained a new driver at my job. I'm a trucker, so and I'm pretty much what I do, I don't go over the road. I'm a spotter at a huge company. I used to be over the road, but it got so bad. I'll tell you what I used to do. I used to work the local rail yards out here in Chicago, picking up loads that come from the rail yards um, around the city and taking them to, different customers in the Midwest. Well, actually, I was local, real local. Like I probably wouldn't go farther than maybe Wisconsin, which is like an hour and a half, 2 hour drive, or Indianapolis, that's like 2 hours, 2.5 hours, depending on traffic. So that's the farthest I would go. But normally it'd be around the city, maybe within 60 miles. I used to be very local, and the money was really good doing that. I would say about 4 or 5 years ago. It started really getting bad. This 2024, it started getting really bad around, I would say, 2022. I remember, you know, the the prices for our loads started to decrease rapidly. Like loads that would normally pay, let's say, $800. They used to pay, just to go locally, like I just told you, I wasn't going far. But these loads will pay me as an employee $800. That now that load it started to pay $600. And then those same loads started to pay close to even half. It used to pay $800. Now you barely getting $500 for that load. So I start to see that, and it started to get even worse because now the loads weren't even being as frequently. Now they scraping over because they don't have enough to go around. So now I got an email from my last company like, "Hey guys, strap up. It's about to get worse." So I knew that industry, which was the rail industry, was it was time for me to pivot to another industry within the trucking field. Still though, so that's how I ended up here. And note, the rail yard is directly tied to foreign relations because a lot of that freight that comes off the rail yard comes from overseas. So if we don't have good foreign policy with a lot of these other countries, let's say a lot of the material comes from China, you know what I'm saying? Or a lot of those Asian like companies, but Asian countries. A lot of stuff made in Taiwan and China. So a lot of that stuff was coming from there. And post COVID, it was a strenuous relationship. You know what I'm saying? And I would say due to this current administration's foreign policy is hugely affected the real, what they call intermodal trucking industry here in the country. Right now, October 1st, the whole port on the southern um, southeast part of the country, they're closing those ports because they're going on strike. Now, I still know drivers that do that field. They say it's horrible. So CN is uh, is one of the major companies that is definitely going on strike. Their union is going on strike, and I would encourage everybody to start stocking up on items that you love and that you use on a day to day basis. Because October 1st is supposed to get really bad for a lot of stuff being available if they do not resolve that strike. So in my own industry, I had to pivot a little bit to where I'm at now. Now I don't go anywhere. I drive within a 4 to 6 block radius, but I'm working longer days because now instead of by the load, I get paid by the hour to try to compete with what I used to make. So it's making a lot of drivers, step outside their comfort zone and do other things and become creative with their career right now because you have to adjust. Now I say all that to say this: I just trained a night driver. I do day shift. He's gonna be driving the same truck night shift. We work 12-hour shifts. So I'm working 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. He's gonna come in at 5 p.m. and work 5 a.m. But check this out. This guy had his own truck and trailer. Matter of fact, he was the owner operator for two trucks and trailers. He has been reduced to being a business owner of two trucks and two trailers to working a hourly position because he said it has gotten so bad that he could not keep up. He had to sell one of his trucks and one of his trailers because the work had got so bad. People, if it's bad for truck drivers out here, people, this is how we get our product throughout this country: by air in the plane, by boat over the water, and by truck on the road. So if it's so bad for people that I had to train this brother at my job, he like, yeah, man, it got so bad. I need some for sure money because the lows is just not paying. Think about that, man. And you got people out here that don't understand what we say, that the economy has gotten so bad that it's affecting people's lives. Now we're able to. I don't think a lot of people are going to get it. Hopefully, it doesn't get to this where we start to lose certain amenities for it to sink in people's heads how bad it is out here, how it once was 4 to 6 years ago compared to what it is now is a drastic change. And a lot of that has to do with the policies that are coming from up top in Washington, D.C., as it pertains to this economy. Foreign relations, you know what I'm saying? So when we go to the voter booth in the next 30 something days, keep that in mind. You want more of the same, or you want to get to a better place? Because one candidate is offering the same. Another candidate is offering something that we've had before that worked, that everybody prospered from. I'm not here to discuss that. I don't understand how people can even say it's a choice at this point who they're voting for. It should be painfully obvious because what we're dealing with, and see, truck drivers, we see it before y'all see it a lot of times as it pertains to the economy and how we're doing. So, you know, I just thought that was like, wow, man, this brother has been reduced. And he says if it continues to get worse, he's just gonna sell his whole business. He say he do drywall on the weekends when he can to get extra bread, drive Uber. I mean, he a hustler, whatever he gotta do. He say he out here doing it, man. He taking real estate classes, but the man has been reduced to an hourly wage worker from owning two trucks and two trailers due to how bad it is out here. That speaks volumes, man. And on top of that, I just look around the places that I frequent in my community. I know a few grocery stores that have closed and shut down. It was a Save a Lot by my mom's house. Like, how do a whole grocery store just poof and gone? Uh, I had a membership at LA Fitness. That's I would say, arguably the largest, most you know successful health club center here in Chicago area, in surrounding areas. And I had that membership for 2 or 3 years. And all of a sudden, all of those LA Fitnesses that were in my day-to-day route have shut down. Why are they shutting down? Like, it was two of them that I went to. Well, I'm going back and forth to work. And I'm real close to my mom, so I go to my mom's house a lot. And it was one by my mom's house and one by my job, and both of those are shut down. The next one that I could go to is on the other side of town. Like, I mean, it's just it's the effect of the economy. People can't afford it like they once did. The membership the membership status has shifted. People not people not trying to pay that monthly fee because it's like, shoot, I could put that in the gas tank. So all this is to say, just a short video is to illustrate how the economy is changing right before our eyes. And if this video can um, encourage people to just take a closer look at what they're seeing, because sometimes things are happening and you're not really paying attention at that moment until it's too late. But yeah, y'all. I spoke with my sis Mika earlier. We should be doing a live later on tonight. Don't quote me on it, but if we will, I'll make sure that we put the information out there so you can tune in. I'll put the word out there. If we do, we got some good topics we could touch on. But I just had a little downtime at work. I just dropped my trainee off, a whole boss. You know what I'm saying? That has been reduced to working an hourly wage from being a boss. That got to be very, you know, humbling to say the least. But later this evening, when I get off work, maybe we could tap in and touch on that and other subjects that's going on. Um, Voices of the voiceless. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all, and we'll speak to you soon. Peace and blessings.